Yeah, Raynis, especially being a freshman here and being on the U.S. junior team, was obviously our prime recruit this past year. He continued to fence both at the college level and continued to fence internationally, so his fencing has gotten better over the course of the year, and he was obviously our critical match at the end of the Ivy League championship, where he won that last match to give us the title. So we obviously made the right choice in terms of recruiting him. And again, on the men's side, we have a lot of very good fencers. We're very deep in that area with Valentin Staller, our co-captain, who did extremely well. Again, making the All-America team and fencing really, really well for us, both at the Ivy League and the entire season. We also have some really great fencers in James Harrod and Epey, who was a great teammate for Mike Raynis. On the foil side, Tommaso came up big for us at the end of the season, finishing third at the regional tournament and qualifying for the NCAA again as he did last year. In foil again, we had Lucas Lynn, who was a great freshman for us, and he qualified for the NCAA despite the fact that he had nagging injuries all year long. So I'm thrilled with his performance, and he really overcame a lot of injuries this year, and a tremendous asset to this team and a great addition this year for us. On the women's side, obviously, we had some great individuals. Overall, probably our strongest fencers are on the women's side. We just didn't have the depth that the men have in terms of the Ivy League championship, but certainly overall, our women's fencers are the three that we had in the Final Four at the national championship. It was an amazing accomplishment, probably the best we've ever had over the course of the past 10 years or so. Having three, one in each event, being in the Final Four is just a tremendous result for us. And in all three cases, we came, obviously in one case with Alexandra Kiefer winning the national championship, was a tremendous accomplishment. Noam Mills came second again, but again, a very close match in the gold medal match. And Caroline Vloka, who won last year, finished third this year, losing to her rival Rebecca Ward. Again, a very close match. And so these three women, obviously top fencers in this country. So we're very, very happy with that. And we're looking forward to having some additional people coming in next year to make our women even stronger. The important anecdote to bring into this is to mention that both Dakota Root and in Felicia Sun's case, they're walk-ons. They were not recruited athletes. So the fact that they perform at such a high level is a testament to the fact that sometimes you get these great scholar athletes who are not necessarily recruited athletes, but walk on to this team and perform extremely well, and they continue to get better while they fence in college. So that was a tremendous add for us this past year. You know, Kathy Chu in foil, who's gotten much better this year, performed extremely well for us both at the Ivies and the National. She qualified this year. So there's another person who has been a terrific addition to this squad. And overall, again, a great performance by all the women. Alexandra is just one of those people that you don't see very often. This is a person that comes in the entire package. In terms of fencing, as a sport, you have to be physically, mentally tough. And this girl is also, on the emotional level, extremely stable. Those elements are very hard to come by. To find a person that has all these elements combined, it's extremely difficult to find those individuals, and we're very happy that we were able to identify some of the intangibles associated with her. To bring her here and obviously performing at this level is just an amazing accomplishment for her, and I suspect that she will continue to perform at this level for the next 3 years. And I mean, she felt the pressure, I guess, after the Penn State Open, but she handles it extremely well, something which is you don't see that very often in many athletes. And again, this is one of those people that we count on not just for fencing results, but for her leadership that I anticipate will get better and better over the course of the next couple of years. And I anticipate that she will, at some point, will be captain of our women's squad. Every year is different. I've got to say this from the outset. No matter who you're going to be getting as a freshman, it's very difficult to predict what's going to happen because the other schools obviously are are working really hard to reinforce their squads. We're losing two very good individuals. Noam Mills obviously is our biggest loss, being a tremendous performer over the course of the last 3 years. And it's very, very difficult to replace somebody who's that talented. We have another female coming in who's going to reinforce our Sabre squad, which was, as I said, not as deep. We had one great fencer in Caroline Vloka, but the person coming in is a very solid Sabre fencer, so I anticipate that overall we will be stronger in Sabre. So overall, I think, as I said, we're going to lose Noam Mills, but replacing her is difficult. On the men's side, as you've indicated, we're losing our captain, Hao Meng, who was a tremendous asset to this program for 4 years, but we're replacing him with a tremendous foil fencer. So this is a great addition for us on that side of the ledger. We also have a great Sabre fencer coming in, who's one of the top Sabre fencers in the country, who's going to be a tremendous addition to the Sabre squad, which is already very, very strong and very deep. On the pace side, we have a very strong squad, one of the best in the country, but we're adding another tremendous fencer. So we anticipate overall, especially on the men's side, we're going to be even stronger next year. Bodes well for us for the future.